Today we're going to have a whole bunch of fun. We're putting together a new sound system for the Insomnicat Studio. One of the cool new products we got is the Rode Rodecaster Pro podcast production console. Now this is actually pretty cool. It lets us have 4 mics as well as 4 headsets and a whole bunch of other really cool features. Now, as you know from the past, we are using the Shure MV7 podcast microphone. We have another one of these in the other part of the studio that we're going to hook up to use multiple microphones. What's cool about this is it has XLR as well as a USB connection for computers. Now, you guys know I love the newer products. They're really inexpensive. We're adding another newer microphone stand. So this is a boom arm. We love these, inexpensive, and they work great. Really amazing products. And then we have a whole bunch of other cables from Amazon. These are some Amazon basic cables for the microphone, so we're going to use those, as well as adding another USB-C adapter to hook all this stuff up to our computers. But make sure you subscribe before we go on. So the first product we're starting with is the mixer. Now, our producer actually recommended I get this one. He did a whole bunch, looked at a whole bunch of them. He felt this one was the best one for what we needed to do with the podcast. So we're going to unbox this and see what it comes with. We're also going to show connecting it up to our studio equipment. And as you can see, Alexa wants to play something for us, but we don't want her to play it. There we go.
I'm not sure.
She's not sure either. So actually, you can see it has actually a nice little illustration of the mixer itself. I can tell you this is very well packed, to say the least. So we're going to flip this over and try to get it out. Okay. So it looks like we have a setup card, pretty large setup card. There is another card that shows actually all the pieces to the Rodecaster Pro. And then we have another card. Oh, look, with a nice picture of our product on it. And this looks like it's just getting the newest software. So we're going to do that when we install it. But here is the device itself. I'm guessing that's probably some of the cables. You see from the looks of it, it's actually pretty hefty mixer. It looks like it's really well constructed. You know, looks like it passed its quality control test. There's a little label that tells us that. Has a screen right here. Actually pretty large buttons, which is pretty cool, or lights, I should say. And then maybe buttons if there are. You can comment below, or we'll tell you when we do this. And here is our cable. Okay, and all our labels for the buttons themselves, so we know what they do. Comes with the power cable. Comes with, looks like this is looks like a USB-C to hook it up to our laptop. And it also comes with the charger. Okay, so we do have quite a few cables here that are going to go with this. Next, we're going to hook it up. We're going to see how it works, and we're going to start connecting everything together. Okay. So we finally got the Rode Rodecaster Pro hooked up. And like I said when I unboxed it, it's a pretty, it seems like it's a pretty well-built
device, right? Let's just look at the back for a second. So we can see there are the 4 microphone inputs for the XLR, as well as 4 headset jacks, the left and right audio for the speaker, built-in micro SD so you can record directly to the device, the USB to connect it directly to your PC, as well as the power and the button to turn the power on. Now, if we look at the front of this, you're able to independently control each of the microphones, as well as things like down here, like mute them. But what's really cool is, so you control all 4 independently. Right now, we only have the one hooked up, as you saw from the back, and you can see from the panel here. But you could also hook up a USB device as well as a phone. So that's great if you have phone-in callers on your show, as well as even Bluetooth devices. So for instance, if you want to stream from a Bluetooth device, you could stream it right into the podcast. This record button, if you hit this, it records it right to the SD card. The micro SD card, that is. Now, what's really cool also is you see here, there are controls. So you can individually control the volume on the headsets as well as the speaker itself. Now, on the soundboard here, you could pre-program 8 sounds, actually more, because you could have multiple soundboards. But what's really cool is you can control that. So you can put your intro and outro music, laugh tracks, things like that. These are just the built-in ones. So this is the intro. So maybe you're starting up your show or you're closing your show out. You may want to raise the volume, or you may want to fade it out depending on what's happening. Now, if you press the button again, it just stops. You also have things, like I said, these pre-built laugh tracks, but you could recommend your own. There are some really interesting ones, such as this. So all in all, we're pretty happy with the device itself, with the Rode Rodecaster Pro. We're going to do the rest of the studio build out, so make sure you subscribe. Next, we're adding in the second mic, and we're testing it with this. But we're going to do this whole build from start to finish, even including such as things as the XLR cables we're using to give you a complete construction guide for someone setting up a studio. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure you subscribe so we can continue making great videos about great products for you. Have a great day, everyone.